I want you to think about how you woke up this morning. Be honest with yourself. Did you wake up feeling refreshed, vibrant, and ready to jump out of bed? Or did you wake up with a dull, nagging ache at the base of your skull? Maybe you felt a little bit of brain fog, a cloudiness that took 2 cups of coffee to shake off. Perhaps your neck felt stiff, like it needed to be cracked, or you noticed a slight tingling in your fingers. We have been conditioned to blame these symptoms on everything else. We blame the mattress. We blame the weather. We blame the fact that we walked too much yesterday. Or, most commonly, we just blame the calendar. We say, well, I am over 60, this is just how it feels to wake up now. I am here to tell you that this is not necessarily true. There is a silent thief in your bedroom. It is stealing your oxygen, it is restricting your blood flow, and it is slowly damaging your brain every single night while you are unconscious. That thief is your pillow. Specifically, a pillow that is too high, too thick, or stacked too aggressively. For millions of seniors, the habit of propping themselves up on 2 or 3 pillows is not a comfort, it is a medical hazard. You are essentially putting your neck into a mechanical clamp for 8 hours a night, kinking the vital arteries that feed the back of your brain, and inviting a host of neurological problems ranging from chronic headaches to an increased risk of ischemic stroke. Today, we are going to look at your bed through the eyes of a vascular specialist. We are going to explore the terrifying anatomy of the vertebral arteries, we are going to debunk the myth that higher is better for sleep, and I am going to teach you exactly how to test your own pillow alignment tonight to ensure that your brain is getting the fuel it needs to survive and thrive. To understand why a pillow can be dangerous, we have to look at the plumbing of the human neck. Most people know about the carotid arteries. These are the big pulses you can feel on the front of your throat. They supply the front of your brain. But there is another set of pipes that are far more vulnerable to your sleeping position. These are the vertebral arteries. They run up the back of your neck. But they don't just run through soft tissue, they actually thread through tiny holes in the vertebrae bones themselves. It is a very intricate design. These arteries join together at the base of the brain to form the basilar artery. This system supplies the brainstem, the command center for your breathing and heart rate, and the cerebellum, which controls your balance and coordination, and the visual cortex. Here is the problem. Because these arteries are threaded through the bones of your spine, they are incredibly sensitive to alignment. I want you to imagine a garden hose. If the hose is straight, the water blasts out. If you bend the hose slightly, the water slows down. If you kink the hose completely, the water stops. Now, imagine you are lying on your back. You put 2 thick pillows under your head. What happens to your chin? Your chin is forced down toward your chest. Your neck is flexed forward in an unnatural curve. This is the exact motion of kinking the garden hose. You are stretching the arteries over the bony ridges of your spine and compressing them. You are creating a bottleneck. When you are young, your arteries are elastic. They can handle a little bit of bending and bouncing back. But as we age, our arteries can become stiffer. They might have a little bit of plaque inside them, known as atherosclerosis. If you take a stiff artery with a little bit of plaque, and you kink it at a 45-degree angle for 8 hours, you are creating a dangerous situation. You are creating turbulence in the blood flow. Turbulence can lead to clots. Or, simply, you are reducing the volume of blood getting to the brain. This is called positional ischemia. It means you are starving the brain tissue of oxygen simply because of the position of your head. The symptoms of this are often dismissed as old age. Let's look at them closely. The morning headache is the most common. It is usually at the back of the head, right where the neck meets the skull. It feels like a dull pressure. This is often because the muscles in your neck have been stretched tight all night trying to protect that kinked spine, but it is also a sign of vascular congestion. Then there is the dizziness. Do you get dizzy when you first sit up? We often call this orthostatic hypotension, but it can also be that the balance center of your brain, the cerebellum, was underoxygenated during the night. The brain fog is another one. Your brain has a cleaning system called the glymphatic system that washes away toxins while you sleep. This system relies on blood flow. If you restrict the flow, the cleaning crew can't do its job. You wake up feeling groggy and slow because your brain is literally dirty. Why do we do this? Why do we stack the pillows? For many of us, it starts with a problem like acid reflux or GERD. We are told to elevate the head to keep the stomach acid down. So, we grab another pillow. Or maybe we like to read in bed, so we prop ourselves up, and then we fall asleep in that position. Or maybe it is just habit, we think a fluffy, high bed looks luxurious. But there is a right way and a wrong way to elevate. The medical advice for reflux is to elevate the torso, not just the neck. If you put a brick under the head of your bed frame, or use a wedge pillow that starts at your hips, your whole body is on a slant. Your neck stays straight. That is safe. But if you just shove pillows under your head, you are bending the neck while the body stays flat. That is the danger zone. Let's talk about the spine itself. Your neck has a natural curve, C-shape that opens toward the back. This is the lordotic curve. It acts as a spring to hold up your heavy head. When you sleep on a pillow that is too high, you are reversing that curve. You are forcing the neck into a straight line or even a reverse curve. Over years, this leads to structural damage. The discs, the cushions between the bones, get squashed at the front and stretched at the back. This can lead to bulging discs or herniations that pinch the nerves. If you wake up with numbness or tingling in your arms or hands, that is often a pinched nerve in the neck caused by a pillow that pushed your head too far forward. Furthermore, this high pillow posture contributes to the formation of the dowager's hump or that roundness in the upper back. If you spend 8 hours a night with your chin tucked to your chest, your body eventually adopts that shape permanently. You start to walk with your head forward. This throws off your balance and increases your risk of falling. It is all connected. The position you sleep in dictates the posture you live in. Now, we need to address the different types of sleepers, because the perfect pillow depends entirely on whether you are a back sleeper or a side sleeper. There is no one-size-fits-all. If you are a back sleeper, the goal is neutrality. When you lie on your back, your ear should be in line with your shoulder. If someone looked at you from the side, your neck should look like you are standing up straight with good posture. If your pillow is too high, your chin is jammed into your throat. If you can look down and see your toes while lying flat, your pillow is too high. You actually need a very thin pillow for back sleeping. You just want to fill the small gap between the curve of your neck and the mattress. Sometimes, a simple rolled-up towel under the neck is better than a pillow. You want the back of your head to be almost touching the mattress, with support only under the curve of the neck. This opens the airway, which helps with snoring, and keeps the arteries straight. If you are a side sleeper, this is where people get it wrong in the opposite direction. If you sleep on your side, you have a gap between your ear and the mattress. That gap is the width of your shoulder. You need a pillow that fills that gap perfectly, no more, no less. If the pillow is too high, your head is cranked upward toward the ceiling. This stretches the bottom artery and compresses the top one. If the pillow is too low, or too old and flat, your head droops down toward the mattress. This stretches the top artery and compresses the bottom one. You want your nose to be aligned with your sternum, breastbone. Imagine a straight line running from the center of your forehead, down your nose, through your chin, and into your chest. That line should be parallel to the floor. If you are a stomach sleeper, I have bad news. This is the most dangerous position for the vertebral arteries, regardless of the pillow. To sleep on your stomach, you have to turn your head 90 degrees to the side to breathe. You are twisting the garden hose to its maximum limit and holding it there for hours. If you add a pillow to this, you are twisting and extending the neck back. This is a recipe for disaster. If you are over 60, I strongly urge you to try to train yourself out of stomach sleeping. It is simply too hard on the vascular system of the aging neck. Let's discuss the material of the pillow. We often buy pillows based on how they feel in the store. Oh, this feels soft like a cloud. But soft can be deceptive. A feather pillow might look high, but the moment you put your head on it, it collapses. This offers zero support. You end up with your neck bent at a weird angle. Conversely, a stiff foam pillow might be too high and never compress, keeping you in that chin-to-chest position. Memory foam is often good because it contours, but you have to buy the right height. Contour pillows that have a dip in the middle and a ridge for the neck can be excellent because they support the curve without lifting the skull too high. There is a terrifying condition I want to mention called vertebral artery dissection. This is rare, but it happens. It is a tear in the inner lining of the artery. It can be caused by sudden trauma, like a car accident or a chiropractor snapping the neck, but it can also be caused by chronic, repetitive strain. If you have fragile arteries and you are forcing your neck into an extreme angle every night, you are weakening that vessel wall. A dissection can cause a stroke. While a pillow alone is unlikely to cause a sudden tear, it sets the stage. It weakens the infrastructure. Why take the risk? So, how do you test your pillow? You need a partner or a smartphone. Tonight, lie down in your bed in your normal position, with your normal stack of pillows. Have your spouse look at you, or set up your phone to take a timer photo from the side. Look at the picture. If you are on your back, is your neck straight? Or is your head propped up like you are watching TV? If your forehead is higher than your chin, your pillow is too high. If you are on your side, is your spine a straight line from your tailbone to the top of your head? Or does the line kink upward at the neck? The visual evidence does not lie. Most people are shocked when they see the photo. They say, "I didn't realize I was sleeping like that." Now, let's talk about the transition. If you are used to sleeping on two big fluffy pillows, and tonight you switch to one thin one, you will hate it. You won't be able to sleep. Your body has adapted to the bad position. The muscles have shortened. You need to wean yourself off the height. Week 1, switch from 2 thick pillows to 1 thick and 1 thin. Week 2, switch to 1 thick pillow. Week 3, switch to a specialized supportive pillow that is the correct height. You might feel a little stiffness as your neck muscles lengthen back to their natural state. This is good stiffness. It is the feeling of posture correction. What about those of you with medical conditions? I mentioned heart failure and COPD. If you have these conditions, you often cannot lie flat. If you lie flat, fluid accumulates in the lungs and you can't breathe. You feel like you are drowning. For you, elevation is life-saving. But you must do it correctly. Do not use a stack of pillows under your head. Use a bed wedge. A wedge is a firm triangle of foam that goes under your mattress or on top of it. It starts at your hips and rises gradually. It elevates your entire torso. Your head stays in line with your chest. You get the gravity benefit for your lungs without the kink benefit for your arteries. If you don't have a wedge, put blocks under the legs of the head of the bed. But please, stop trying to cure your breathing problem by destroying your neck. There is also a connection to snoring and sleep apnea. When your chin is forced to your chest by a high pillow, you are physically compressing your windpipe. You are making the airway smaller. This makes snoring worse. It makes apnea events more frequent. Many people find that simply lowering their pillow reduces their snoring significantly because it opens the throat. It aligns the jaw. If you use a CPAP machine, the mask fit is also affected by your pillow. A high pillow can push the mask off your face. A lower, more neutral position helps the seal. I want to talk about the cost. We spend thousands of dollars on cars, on vacations, on clothes. But we hesitate to spend $50 or $100 on a good pillow. We keep the same yellowed, lumpy pillow for 20 years. This is madness. Your pillow is a medical device. It is a prosthetic for your spine. It supports the most important part of your body, your brain, for 1/3 of your life. If your pillow is old, lumpy, or the wrong height, replace it today. Go to a store where you can try them out. Lie down on the floor of the store if you have to. Do not buy it just because it is on sale. Buy it because it fits your anatomy. Let's look at the concept of proprioception. This is your body's ability to sense where it is in space. Your neck is full of proprioceptors. When you sleep with your neck kinked, you are sending bad data to your brain all night. This is why you might feel off balance when you get up to go to the bathroom in the dark. Your internal gyroscope has been tilted for 4 hours. By sleeping neutral, you reset your sense of balance. You might find you are steadier on your feet in the morning. For the ladies watching, there is also a beauty angle. High pillows cause neck wrinkles. They compress the skin of the neck into folds. Over time, these become permanent deep lines. Sleeping flat or neutral keeps the neck skin smooth. It's a vanity benefit, but if it gets you to lower the pillow, I'll take it. I also want to address the reading in bed habit again. It is a wonderful habit. But you must separate reading mode from sleeping mode. Have a reading pillow, a big, firm backrest or a stack of pillows, that you use while you are sitting up. But when you turn off the light, throw that pillow on the floor. Do not slide down and sleep on it. You need a distinct change in equipment. The pillow you read on should never be the pillow you sleep on. Let's summarize the danger one more time so it sticks. High pillow equals flexed neck. Flexed neck equals kinked vertebral arteries. Kinked arteries equals less blood to the brain. Less blood equals ischemia, headaches, dizziness, stroke risk. It is a simple equation. And the solution is simple physics. Straighten the line. If you have tried everything, new mattress, pain pills, massages, and you still have neck pain or morning headaches, I beg you to look at your pillow. It is often the overlooked culprit. We suspect the complex things and ignore the simple things. I want you to try the towel test tonight. Take a bath towel. Fold it in half lengthwise, then roll it up into a tight cylinder. It should be about 3 or 4 inches thick. Lie on your back. Put the towel roll under the curve of your neck. Let the back of your head rest on the mattress. Does it feel weird? Yes. But does it feel open? Does your throat feel clear? Does the tension in your shoulders melt away? If the answer is yes, that is your body telling you what it needs. You can sleep like that, or you can find a pillow that mimics that shape. Your brain is the most energy-hungry organ in your body. It consumes 20% of your oxygen, even though it only weighs 3 pounds. It works hard while you sleep. It consolidates memories. It clears out plaque. It regulates your hormones. It needs a wide-open highway of blood to do this work. Do not put a roadblock on that highway. Do not sabotage your own brain. As we age, we lose margin for error. When we were 20, we could sleep curled up in a ball on a concrete floor and wake up fine. At 60, 70, 80, we cannot. Our structures are stiffer. Our tolerance is lower. We have to treat our bodies with precision. Precision means alignment. So, go into your bedroom. Look at your bed. Is it a throne of pillows? Does it look like something out of a magazine, with 5 shams and 3 cushions? It might look pretty, but is it safe? Strip it down. Find the one pillow that keeps you straight. This is one of the easiest health interventions you can make. It doesn't require a prescription. It doesn't require a gym membership. It just requires you to take 1 or 2 pillows off the bed. Give your brain the blood it deserves. Give your neck the break it deserves. Wake up tomorrow morning with a clear head, a straight spine, and the knowledge that you are protecting your future, one night at a time. Thank you for listening, and sleep well, and flat.